to Sri Sarvajna Public School online classes. So I hope all students are home and safe. Let us enter into the session, my dear students. So today I am going to start with 9th standard chapter number 2, Physical Features of India, social science subject, and presented by me, myself, Ramya K. So I am going to cover topics related to tectonic plates, classification of movement of tectonic plates, and even formation of India. You know, India is a very vast land, right? It has many landforms like mountains, plateaus, coastal regions, and Deccan Plateau, and deserts, etc. Have you ever wondered how these landforms had been formed? Or let me tell you that it was formed when Earth was formed? The answer is no. It was not formed when Earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago. But due to certain changes in the landforms, our India has been formed. So let us learn how our India has been formed in our future classes. And now for the formation of India, there are various kind of geological factors which helped India. Might be weathering, sedimentation, and deposition of rocks. Always scientists wondered how these landforms has formed. Actually, the case is from first when Earth was formed, we didn't have continents like this. All the continents were merged with was one landmass. All the continents has merged and it had only one landmass, a big landmass. So, as per scientists, they tried to find what kind of things happened for the changes of this particular landmass. So, they came up with a possible theory. This theory is called as theory of plate tectonics. So as per this theory of plate tectonics, there were 7 major plates. I think you can see here the 7 major plates over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. There were 7 major plates and some minor plates. As you can see here, some minor plates over here, right? And what happened was these plates, these tectonic plates below the crust. You know what is crust? I know, my dear children. The earth has 3 layers: crust, mantle and core. And upon these crust, you see the landforms. So below this crust, what has happened is there is plates called plate tectonics. These particular plate tectonics moved because of convectional current. And as it moved, what used to happen is some continents created. So based on this theory, we have divided the landmass, the tectonic plates into 3 types. That is convergent boundary, divergent boundary, and the transformation of boundary. As per convergent boundary, what happens is when 2 tectonic plates meet each other, the landmass upon the crust merge with each other. It gets converged with each other. It mixes up with each other, and therefore it forms mountains and stuffs. And next comes divergent boundary. As per this divergent boundary, the landmass moves away from each other. It moves away from each other. You can see there is 2 landmass here which is moving away. This is one landmass and this is another landmass which is moving away. And next comes transformation boundary, where one landmass moves horizontally or moves upwards and another landmass moves downwards. Okay. As I said earlier, this is a map where all the landmass were together. These particular Gondwana period. I think you can see here the Gondwana period. So in this particular Gondwana region, it was submerged with our South America, Africa, India, Antarctica and Australia. So all these continents made it as one particular continent called as Gondwana period. And what happened is, due to some convectional current, these particular India got there was a drift between India and Australian region. So therefore what happened is, this India region, you can see here the India landmass which has moved and it has joined to Euro-Australian, that is Euro-Asian, that is over here Euro-Asian. It has moved and it has joined with Euro-Asian plate. And you can also see this 30C, and over here there was huge loads of sedimentary rocks. So these particular India land, it moved towards the northern direction and joined towards Asia near this 30C. In this Tethys land over here, you can see the Tethys land over here. So there were sedimentary rocks, and therefore when India moved over there and it started converging with Euro-Asian plate, and when it started converging with Euro-Asian plate, our Himalayan mountains has formed. And by this Himalayan mountains, due to course of time, they due to course of time, in Himalayan mountains, the rivers had formed due to sedimentary rocks and all stuff. And then we also founded the Deccan Peninsula also formed, and even the coastal regions also formed. And then that is how our India has formed, and now we live in India, which was not in Gondwana period. And as per the geological way of thinking, the place near Himalayan mountains which we live, the place near Himalayan mountains is very much unstable. It is still growing. Actually, Himalaya are young folded mounts. They are not like Aravalis, the old mountains. Himalayas are young folded mountains, and still the mountains are growing. Thank you, children.